Hey guys, welcome back to Pokemon Let's Play 'em All. This is the first installment in the series, Fire Red, and I am your player, Blaumagier, and let's get to it. In the last episode I asked you guys if I should buy the Magikarp or not. You guys said, why not? So, that's what I'm gonna do. Now, Magikarp is a pretty useless Pokemon until it evolves, and as such I will name it after somebody that I also think is useless. Alright, there we go. Now Magikarp will of course evolve into Gyarados at level 20 and becomes a lot better. It's actually a lot better in the 4th and 5th generations for reasons I'll explain at a later date. But in this generation, not so much because it's got high attack, and water is a special attack type move, and it's a water flying type. I think it only learns one flying type move, and it's not a very good one. So yeah, there's just a lot of things there working against it. So here we are in Mount Moon. Here we can encounter a Geodude, which actually they're not all that great competitively. They have 4 times weakness to grass and water, and really all they have going for them is explosion. I mean, they're rock and ground type. That gives them fairly high defense. I guess they have pretty good hit points. But their special attack is not too good, and with a 4-time weakness to 2 types that are special based, that's not really doing them any favors. Alright, another bug catcher. Take him out. Let's see, aside from the Geodude, there's also the Zubat, a flying poison type. It has one evolution that we can access now. The Golbat. It's also flying poison. It's got, you know, just improved stats over the Zubat. It is not really all that great, but after a certain point we can access its 3rd evolution, which is the Crobat. It requires a Friendship Evolve, which is a pain in the rear to actually get. And it's actually a decent Pokemon competitively. It has extremely high speed, and it has a decent attack stat. So it's definitely one worth considering to use. Next up we have the Clefairy, which has the currently inaccessible pre-evolution Cleffa, which is useless if you ask me. Although I think it might have a move that only it can learn. And it evolves with a Moonstone into Clefable. Honestly, I'm not really a fan of this Pokemon. I don't think it's very good at all competitively, so I pretty much stay away from it. There's much better normal types out there. And I think that's everything in here. Yeah, well, we'll just wing it. If we run into something else along the way, we'll see how that goes. Now, as per what you guys voted on before, I'm still trying to level up the Pikachu. I need like at least 10 more levels. I don't know if I'm going to get that while I'm in here, but that's fine if I don't. There's other things I can do to boost its level. And I am so glad that Charmeleon has Metal Claw. Making things a lot easier so far. Definitely. Now normally, I wouldn't suggest using a Pikachu, but if you can get your hands on one that has Surf, that is the way to go. Surf, Thunderbolt, Light Ball, and you have an awesome Pikachu. Now I know of a way to get a Pikachu with Surf on each generation except for the 5th one. I'm not really sure how importing Pokemon works in the 5th one. I don't know if it's the same as it was in the 3rd to 4th generation where you had to delete their HM moves or not. And Surf is an HM move, so. But I know in the 1st and 2nd generation, on one of the Pokemon Stadium games, I think it's the 2nd one, there's one cup that you had to go through. You had to use the actual Pikachu on your team, but if you can make it through that cup without having to use a continue, then your Pikachu will be awarded with the move Surf. In the 3rd generation, which is what we're on now, all you have to do is fill out all of the boxes in Pokemon Box on the GameCube. And in the 4th generation, there is a special track on the Pokewalker where you can get special Pikachus. And the Surf Pikachu is one of them. Now, like I said, I don't really know how the process works for getting Pokemon from your 4th generation game onto your 5th generation game. So I don't know if they can keep their HM moves or not. But if they can, then that would be how you get a surfing Pikachu in 5th generation. And if they can't, then that would mean that there's currently no way to get one on the 5th generation. So generally when I play this, I will usually run away from wild battles, but I am leveling up the Pikachu, so that's why I'm fighting them. If it weren't for the Pikachu, at this point I would actually be running away. And if you have a Pokemon with fairly high speed, then generally you're going to be able to run away. It makes certain abilities pretty much useless, like Rapidash has the runaway ability, which guarantees it'll run away 100% of the time. But Rapidash is pretty much going to run away 100% of the time anyways. So it's kind of one of them useless abilities. Magnemite. This is a special Pokemon. It's one of the, as far as I know, it's the only Pokemon that's type was actually changed in the transition from 2nd generation to 3rd. In the 1st and 2nd generation it was a pure electric type, and now it is an electric steel type, which gives it a weakness to fire. And yeah, that's why I just destroyed it with my Charmeleon. Voltorb. Its evolution used to be the fastest Pokemon in the entire game back in Generation 1. However, it has been outclassed as of, I think there was a Pokemon in the 2nd generation that had higher speed. Not too sure on that one. I do know that Electrode used to have the highest speed. Alright, inflicted a burn. For those that don't know, a burn will cut a Pokemon's attack stat in half. So it's especially helpful when fighting Pokemon with high attack that actually use the attack stat. Alright, we got Smokescreen. I am actually going to learn it because it will prove useful. Don't argue with me, it definitely will prove useful. It lowers the opponent's accuracy one stage, and it will prove useful in an upcoming battle. Very useful indeed. Alright, another Zubat. Thunder Shock. Pikachu's getting up there. It'll probably end up being like level 15 by the time I get out of here, I think. I don't know, it might be lower than that. I hope it'd be higher than that though. Quick attack. Nice. Now I can actually attack the Geodudes if I want. Growl and Tail Whip I don't really like to use. In fact, I generally don't like to use any moves that change the opponent's stats, because competitively you can just switch out your Pokemon and all the stat changes to it are gone. Of course, this includes the stats that you've increased, so it's not always the best decision, but usually there's no contest about it. Just switch out. So Quick Attack is a priority move. It will go before any other move except other priority moves. And if a priority move of the same level is used, then whoever has the higher speed will be the one to attack first, just like a normal Pokemon battle move. There is actually a higher level of priority, and that I know that Extreme Speed is one move that has a higher level of priority than Quick Attack. But not too many people, or not too many Pokemon actually learn that move. I guess I'll use a potion here. These Caterpies are actually kind of, tough for being Caterpies at level 10 that should have evolved but haven't. Oh yeah, your String Shot, that's gonna do a lot to me when you're paralyzed and I'm using a priority move. Let me tell you. Paralyzed, for those that don't know, will significantly cut a Pokemon's speed. I'm not sure if it just lowers all their moves by one priority, or if it, I think it actually just cuts their speed in half. Because I seem to recall a paralyzed Pokemon going faster than like a Snorlax at one point in time. And you'll have a, I think it's a 10% chance each turn to not do anything. And of course, all status effects make Pokemon easier to catch in the wild, so Paralyze is one of my favorites because you got moves that do it 100% of the time, like Thunder Wave, which my Pikachu now has. And I probably should use Thunder Shock since it's raised its defense so much. Why am I not Thunder Shocking? There we go. And our Pikachu is level 12. Take that, Bug Catcher Robbie. Ooh, item. Must get item. Must destroy Zubat. Wow, that didn't one-hit KO it? That's surprising. Well, Now it's down. Alright, I'm just gonna end over here at the staircase. And if you like this video, I would suggest checking out the videos on my channel, which is youtube.com/MysticShadow73. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later.